Hello, my loves. Don't mind the clothes. I just wanted to come and give y'all this YouTube video. Today I'm going to be talking about how to, take your tarot reading skills from beginning to advance. If you haven't checked out my that first video, I've already done a video on, on how I learned tarot and how to give yourself a steady foundation. You definitely want to check out that video. But today, as I felt laundry, because it's a busy day, um, I'm going to be talking about how I took my tarot skills from beginner level to intermediate level, right? So first off, the thing that I'm going to say is that it's just going to take time. So don't rush the process. Everybody's sometimes all the time. Sometimes my clients, they come and get readings and they're like, Maurice, you're so good. Maurice, you're so good at doing readings. How do I get better? I wish my intuition was as good as yours. Or I felt more confident about my tarot readings. And the thing is, honestly, I feel like one of the things that makes it so that it's easier, or that's made me a better tarot reader, is doing readings for other people, right? Because I kind of feel this way about doing readings for yourself. And I know a lot of tarot readers that have a harder time doing tarot readings for themselves. The thing is, one thing that makes it kind of difficult is that your hopes, your dreams, and your fears are usually wrapped up into the question you're asking about. So it's kind of hard to parse out your energy and other people's energy, right? And again, when I'm reading for other people, it's a bunch of third parties, you know what I mean, that I may or may not be connected with. But again, it's not my energy. And this'll bleed into the second tip I have. But as somebody who's clairsentient, who feels energy, I can't really feel my own energy. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? When I'm doing a reading and I'll ask the cards, what is my energy? That'll help me out, right? But if I'm just doing a reading, or if I have a general message, I have a hard time parsing out what my energy is or what my energy is doing, because it's my own energy. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that thing where you don't know what your scent is or what your house smells like because you smell it all the time. I felt like our energy is kind of the same way, right? So doing a lot of readings for other people will definitely help. And then also, it's just going to take time. I've been reading for other people for 2 years, but I've always been intuitive. So time. The second tip that I have is knowing your intuitive gifts, right? So whether you're clairsentient is being able to feel energy. Claircognizant, you know what I mean? Is just knowing things, just psychically or energetically knowing things. Clairvoyance, you know what I mean? Psychically being able to see images or metaphors or visions in your mind eye or your third eye. What else is there? Clairaudience. I'm also a little bit of clairaudient, being able to hear things. You know what I mean? Being able to hear things or hear certain words or phrases or music in songs. And then also, I forget the name of it, but sometimes you can smell things, right? It's clear something. I'll put it on the screen, but the other clear is being able to smell certain scents or something with the nose. I'll put it on the screen again, but again. Okay, hello, my love. So I'm currently editing this video, and I did an additional research. I did find the name of that last sense, but I also found out that there's more, right? So the psychic ability where you're able to smell things is called clairalience. Clairalience is when you're able to smell things psychically that aren't necessarily in the room and things like that. After that, this one I feel kind of falls in line with the clairsentience, being able to sense things or feel things energetically. There's clairtangency, which I didn't know that I also use when reading tarot cards, right? Because sometimes I'll look at the cards, but clairtangency, again, things that are tangible, where you pick up an item or a piece of clothing or a card, and there's a certain energy, a vibration attached to it that gives you more information about who this might be or what they were feeling when they held it, or where this person might be, right? After that, there's clairgestance, like gestation, where you can taste things. That's another psychic ability. And then clairempathy, which is sensing somebody else's emotions. But I just feel that's being an empath. But I did the research. This is what came up, and I also wanted to share those things with you. So yeah, these are some more psychic abilities, and if you structure questions around these, you know what I mean, it'll help you. If these are any of the psychic abilities that you have, and then you structure questions around them, that'll help you improve your tarot reading. That'll help you improve your tarot reading skills. Knowing which one of those psychic abilities that you have, you know what I mean? Find a pick a card reading. Finding a pick a card reading on YouTube is how I originally found out. And then I had a psychic friend who's like really advanced and she let me know. So, book a reading with somebody. That's not my forte, if I'm being honest. But I'm sure you can find somebody out there. So knowing what your psychic ability is. And then also when you're doing readings, now that you know what kind of psychic you are, you can reaffirm your abilities, right? Like sometimes I'm like, what is the energy around this? Or what do we need to know? You know what I mean? What words or phrases would be helpful? Those are some of the questions that I ask, when reading the tarot. And again, at that point, it's not even just about knowing the tarot, but it's about being a good tarot reader. And I believe that the best tarot readers, I got all my draws on camera. The best tarot readers, are psychic as well, in my opinion. And last but not least, I think that the easiest thing to do is to tie astrology to tarot, right? Not everybody knows this, but every single card in the tarot has, a celestial body, astrological correlation, or a zodiac sign that goes along with it, right? So sometimes when we're doing readings, when I do my collective readings, I look at the astrological charts like every week, and I listen to multiple podcasts, so I know what's going on. So sometimes when, the judgment card pops up, the judgment card is correlated to Pluto. You know what I mean? What's Pluto doing? Pluto is currently in retrograde. So sometimes I'm like, what are some of the choices or lifestyle options that need to be changed or transformed, purified and released, right? Something else that may come up, Jupiter. Jupiter is currently in retrograde, and I believe it's the Temperance card. I think Temperance is connected to Sagittarius, and the Wheel of Fortune is connected to Jupiter, which again, Jupiter, growth, expansion, fortune, luck, but also wisdom, right? So if the Wheel of Fortune is going to be popping up, especially if it comes up in reverse, you know what I mean? Sometimes things may feel unlucky, or they may not feel like, how they want them to go, but everything that goes up must come down. There's a time and a place for everything, and everybody has up seasons and down seasons. You know what I mean? And again, having that information come through in the reading and knowing like, okay, if Jupiter is in Taurus right now, in retrograde in Taurus, where do I have Taurus? I have Taurus in the 8th house, right? So you know what I mean? Other people's money, the darkness, the occult, you know what I mean? It can be a lucky time for me right now, but it's very important that I go slow with those things. You know what I mean? I don't rush into certain situations. So yeah, I have a chart, and you know what I mean? So like, I made this like a while ago, but I do have like a free ebook, or at least the first 1,000 downloads are free. I'm not sure how many are left, but I know we haven't reached 1,000 yet. So I'll leave that link down in the bio if you want access to that free ebook. And in that ebook, it'll tell you every single astrological and zodiacal association for every single card in the tarot, right? I was looking for a resource like that, but just wasn't able to find anything that was quick, easy, and simple. I think it's like 36 pages. You know what I mean? I have a couple of books, but I don't want to crack open a book and then read like 3 chapters for every card in the tarot, right? So I made this ebook. Again, it's completely free, or the first 1,000 downloads are going to be free. After that, I think it'll be like $10 or $15. But yeah, so those are the things I consider, trying out or doing, you know what I mean, if you want to become an advanced tarot reader. Again, that's just taking more time and reading for other people, knowing your psychic abilities and using those and posing your questions in the way to where they cater to your psychic abilities. And last but not least, knowing the astrological associations for every card in the tarot. So yeah, let me know if you have any more questions. Let me know if there is anything, that you've done to become an advanced tarot reader that I didn't check out. And let me know what resonates and what you're interested to try out about this list, right? That's all I have for you. Thanks for tuning into this video. Again, you can book a reading with me. All my information to my stand store will be down in the description bar. The air conditioning just came on, so I'm sorry if that's a little loud. But yeah, that's it. I love y'all. Enjoy the rest of your day, and until next time,